Thunderstone Quest returns with 2 all-new quests in one massive Kickstarter. As a respected member of society, Count Mortis walked too close to the darkness and now lives off the life force he drains from the citizens of the Ebonwood, a pocket dimension shrouded in perpetual twilight. You must recruit a new band of heroes to protect the citizens from the Count's dark minions. You may be tempted to touch the darkness yourself, but be wary. That power comes at a high cost. Once a lowly peasant, Miracel returns to Thunderstone Keep as a powerful wizard, and with her, an army of bitter scions. Having lost the hope of creating their own world, these scions are determined to claim ours. Miracel has also placed many of Thunderstone's greatest heroes under her control, making a mockery of their past deeds. It's up to a ragtag group of outcasts to defeat Miracel and her minions in the epic conclusion of the Miracel story arc, a quest that will put your deck-building skills to the test. Thunderstone Quest is Mike Elliott's award-winning deck-building game of adventure and dungeon diving. If you're new to Thunderstone Quest, start by backing at the Value Pack Champion level, which includes everything listed here. If you're already a fan, pick up the new quests and continue your adventure. Back Thunderstone Quest now.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another day of Tiny Towns at High Noon. This is the 106th day of Tiny Towns at High Noon, and we have a classic setup for you here with a twist. First, I want to say thank you to a few folks in the comments who have congratulated me on Tiny Towns winning the Origins Award for Best Board Game of the Year. Pretty mind-blowing, and of course couldn't have done it without the help of many, many people at AEG, especially Josh Wood, who helped to develop this game and make it the game that it is. So we've got, joining us here on the stream, Vladimir Oriana on tech.
Hola!
We've got Josh Wood.
Hello, everybody.
Luke Peterschmidt.
Hello.
And Ryan Dancy.
Hello.
And Vlad, who do we have joining us in the chat?
On the chat we have Luke Seegers, David Bauer, Roberto Garcia, Richard Gans, Thomas Grief, Leslie Clixby, Alison Parkland, Andy Vett, Theodore Richter, Amy Kaiser, Sherry Drefke, Ryan Moss, Paul Johnston, Christine Hale, David Atkinson, Omar Hernandez, Jen Lee and Paul Johnston. Hello and welcome to a new game of Tiny Towns. Remember that we do a daily giveaway, and if you want to be part of that giveaway, you need to share the stream on your personal feed. Hey guys, it's your personal feed, not groups, not anything else, just your personal public feed, and like the stream.
Awesome.
Yeah,
and
we'd like
in case it's I'm
we
sorry,
just
go
like
ahead, Ryan.
we just like to ask that you not share the stream on Facebook groups. We've had a couple of the group moderators ask us why they were getting so much group spam, and we said we would take care of that problem today.
It also means you're all awesome and you're sharing like you should. So thanks for that.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you so
Just
much.
don't share on the groups. Share on your own feed.
All right, and in case it's your first time joining today, I saw Sherry's comment that she's just ordered the game. That's awesome. Thank you for grabbing it, and look forward to joining us at some point in the future. How it's going to work is I've got the resource deck here, and I will flip one resource face up that everyone must place. I'll call it out, and then a second resource face up that everyone must place. Every third resource I burn face down, and that is Builder's Choice. So you choose whatever resource you want to place in your town. There are 15 cards in the deck, 3 of each resource. And you play until you drop and then add up your score. So in today's setup, we've got the classic original setup with a twist because it's Monument Monday. Cottage. We've got the farm for our red building. The well. The chapel. The tavern. The theater. The factory, and then for your monument today, we're all playing with the archive of the second age, which is 1 VP for each building type other than monument in your town. So a max of 7 points. And I think the original setup is about as good as it gets for a nice rainbow strategy. So
Yeah, for sure.
without further ado, I'll get right into it. Our first resource is a stone.
It's interesting that you say that, Pete. So you said archive at the second age has a max score of 7 points because there's 7 building types other than monument.
Mm-hmm.
I played this game probably about 300 times now, and I developed the game and was a co-designer on 2 expansions.
Are you just realizing that it maxes at
No.
7?
No. No. What I will say is I always forget what the number is. I have to count every single time. I always forget how many different types of buildings there are, because when we're working on the game, there's like 3 numbers that go through my head. How many of building types are there? Period. There's 8. How many unique ones are there other than monuments? And then how many are there that are changeable, which are 6? And so those numbers sometimes just get lost in my head, and then I have to just count to just like double check. And it's bizarre. I should just know that by now.
It is 7. Yep. And it has been for quite some time, pretty early on in playtesting. I settled on 7 buildings. After that stone is a glass.
Yeah, that was something. We never added or subtracted a building type since AEG got the game. That was
Good.
something we never did.
Yeah, nor did we mess with the grid size much. I mean, since then we've played on 5x5, and I think I've played on 3x3, which is really small.
Wow.
The numbers have always just been about right. I mean, like Quacks of Quedlinburg also has 7 different ingredients. Builder's Choice is the next call, by the way. I think there's something about the number 7 digits in a telephone number that is just easy. It's the most your brain can easily wrap your head around without ignoring something.
Ooh, that's right. That's excellent trivia. I'm surprised you knew that. Well done.
I don't think that was why that was necessarily, but it just felt right.
It totally. Oh, the Tiny Towns number. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Understood.
All right. After that, Builder's Choice is a brick, but I could have told you that. I just chose brick. Of course.
The Iron Law.
Are you doing coins today or not?
No coins today, unless you want to. You're always welcome to play with coins from Forge.
That's the magic of the stream. You can always just play it a little bit different and enjoy the game the way you like it.
And in about a month from now, you're always welcome to play Tiny Tiers, the extremely challenging variant found in Tiny Towns Villagers.
Ooh,
And you get your villagers copy.
talking about beta years.
Oh, now Vlad has one too.
Yeah.
How does
Oh,
everyone
come
have this but me?
on.
Come on.
Well, you have to understand that I need to take the pictures that are going to go on social media before we have the product ready. So
yeah, and you
it
have to
makes sense.
understand. And you have to understand. I want it.
I know.
We're so far down the food
So
chain,
you know what, Josh? Let's make it easier on you. Let me grab some villagers.
Oh.
And
I've got my
you're gonna
I've got
get
my
a double
prototype
kiss,
cards. So there's that.
so you can
Oh.
wait and be happy with it. You're gonna get your villagers. You're gonna get all excited with the game. It's
I mean,
just
Josh,
gonna happen soon.
at least you have tiny trees.
Yep,
I
he
have
does
2
have
copies
tiny
of Tiny
trees.
Trees.
Well, that's
I don't
2
have
more copies than me.
Have this
All right,
game.
after that brick, it's another brick. That is 3 brick in a row if you chose brick for builder's choice like I did. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Everything's
It's
fine.
nice.
Nothing to see here.
So
Quick
you
adventure,
know,
45 minutes, in and out, Morty.
one of
Yep.
the best things about this copy of Villagers is that it's gonna be available at limited quantities on SN, and we're gonna tell you more about what we're gonna do on SN later on the stream.
Mm-hmm. And after that back-to-back brick is a builder's choice.
Yeah, why not? I'll get the
Why not?
factory up and running.
Yeah, I'm building a factory. I'm not even sure what I'm going to put in it. I feel like wheat is the right answer, but I don't have my farm yet, and I don't have Archive the Second Age yet, and that's a lot of wheat. So
That's all you get.
it's weird. All right, after that, builder's choice is a wood. Once again, the resource I just chose.
Good choice.
Yep, me too.
Yep.
Factory in the house.
So Josh, what's the most important thing about playing with villagers? What do you really want to try out when you get your copy?
Oh, I mean, look, you know, other than when we did the 100th game of Tiny Towns, it's been a while since I've actually played with the villagers mechanism, and I kind of forgot how much fun it is, and I'm ready to kind of put the actual villager meeples on the board and play with some of the something that's really cool about villagers is those abilities that you get. Like, you do really weird shenanigans, and that's like the coolest thing about it. Like one of the cards that we played with is Cut Corners, which allows you to build a resource for 1 fewer resource, which is great because if you have a villager, that means that you could build like a tavern in one of your last 2 spaces. So buildings that you don't have room for in your town, you can now build. Or like, you know how you're like, oh, like I would try to build a chapel in here, but I only have, I don't have enough for the little nub, or I only have enough for like this little 3 area over here. Well, now you can do it. And you can even build with like holes in it.
Yeah, you could even have like a hole in your board and then put like the stone and the tail end of a chapel in that hole.
Yeah.
And claim like the middle resource as your gap for cut corners, and then plop a chapel in the corner.
Yeah, it's so cool.
It's wild.
There's so many cool shenanigans you can do, like blowing up buildings and
Advanced Tiny Towns right here, guys.
Yeah,
it's a master class.
It's awesome.
All right, after that wood is a wheat.
Aha!
There it is.
After that wood is a wheat.
And following wheat is builder's choice.
Okay, that sounds like a really good reason to get your copy.
I mean, if you ask me, I love the villagers mode, but I think the real reason to grab this expansion is just 3 fresh sets of buildings. I think it's a ton of replayability. All of them can be shuffled into the base game. So you know how when you get a new expansion and you're all excited to play it and you have a game night and then you have friends over who have never played this game before and you don't really want to put the expansion in because you don't want to overwhelm them. This is an expansion where you can definitely throw in all the new buildings. They're maybe a little more advanced, a little out there, but nothing that would overwhelm the first time player. So it's just going to really increase the number of setups. We should run the math again, Josh, figure out how many possible setups there are now with fortune base and villagers all together.
So I'm gonna let you into a little secret of mine. I still can't figure out what's the color of the villagers. I don't know if it's a really dark red or a brown. And sometimes I see another
brown.
color like
It's
a
good
green.
brown.
It's brown?
Vlad's a little colorblind, so he doesn't
Yeah,
exactly
not
know.
a little. Not a little. I'm very colorblind, but thank you. Okay, so it's brown.
All right, and after that, builder's choice is a stone. That's 3 times in a row, the thing that I chose, which is okay. I chose stone because I need it, but holy smokes. Oh, I got to put a resource on my.
Oh, I can all expansions fit in one box? I bet they could if you take out like the inserts. For sure.
Yes.
For sure they could, but I don't know with the insert they can.
Oh, this is a good question, and this is a really good question from Ryan. Ryan, how many games has AEG produced over the years?
Oh my gosh. Wow. That's a
You don't have a tattoo of every game?
I would say we are probably in the vicinity of 100 games.
Okay. Wow.
I think way higher than that. Well,
You know, when I
Well, if we're going to count expansions and things, then it's
Yeah.
crazy high. But if you're talking about actual single, base games,
yeah, we're at 321 if you include expansions.
Wow. Well, that makes sense, right? Like if you
Yeah.
go with expansions for card games, then AEG has a ton
all
of
the credit card
products.
games,
Mhm.
Yeah.
But not all of them have won an Origins award.
Woohoo!
That's right. Only about 7, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
The top 2% of all AEG games.
That's right. Yeah, we're very fortunate that we've won a lot of Origins awards after the years.
Yeah.
All right, after that, stone is a wood. Which is great.
I have to say that it was particularly sweet to win for Tiny Towns and for Point Salad because we didn't expect it, and that was awesome.
Yeah.
There was a lot of this weekend. There was a lot of internet communication inside the AEG staff of like, what just happened? That's awesome.
Yeah, and the response from people on social media was amazing. Thank you so much, guys. I think that was one of the most replied posts that we had ever done on Twitter, and we really appreciate you as a community. Thank you so much.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, thank you all. After that, wood is a builder's choice.
I wonder if that 321 games includes all the role-playing stuff AEG did back in the D20 era.
Wow, really?
It's just what BGG says. So if there's BGG pages for those, then which I don't think there is. So no, it probably does not include those.
Interesting.
You remember those campaigns that came in a flyer?
Oh yeah.
Those were really cool.
Right in the other room there. Those
Really?
were brilliant.
Yeah, I really like
Super
them.
smart. Yeah.
All right, after that, builder's choice is a wheat. Okay, that's
Awesome.
4 times in a row. 4 times. It's the same resource that I chose. But I just put a wheat in my factory, so everything's cool. That is totally fine.
Everything's fine. Everything's good.
I think I sort of want that wheat, though. I think I actually do.
Tori is saying, congrats on the award. I haven't played a single AEG game that I dislike it. Thank you so much. We really appreciate that, Tori.
Yeah.
Kevin is saying, love both games.
Awesome. Yeah, Point Salad is great. The first time I played Point Salad, it was a prototype at Unpub. And the funny thing is, no one from the Flat Out team, the 3 designers, was even there. It was just one of their friends saying, "You've got to play this. You've got to play this.
That's
version.
funny.
It's brilliant." And it was great. And then when I heard AEG was publishing, I was just like, "Oh my gosh! Like I know this game. That's so cool." So that was a fun experience. After that, wheat is a glass.
If you're a budding designer, remember, go with AEG. We'll win you an Origins award.
Right, on your first try, right. Exactly.
Oh, that's one of those promises. One of those promises.
I can think of 2 out of 2 times that happened.
I think that will be the second most difficult promise to keep from AEG's history.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Yeah,
What's the most difficult?
Glass is a builder's choice to end that round.
We will never ban a single card.
Oh.
That was a famous advertisement that was run during the 90s.
Yeah, well, that was the first year of Legend of the Five Rings.
Yeah.
0 banned, 0 broken. Back when that mattered.
Yeah.
All right, and I chose a wood for builder's choice in case anyone is superstitious about Pete flipping the same resource he just chose.
Following you along, yeah, right.
And while you're shuffling, I'm gonna give the mic to Luke because he's gonna tell us about our current Kickstarter, Thunderstone Quest, and I'm gonna showcase the page on the screen.
Fantastic. If you showed up early, you probably saw the Kickstarter video, which you would also see on the Kickstarter page by following the, yeah, there's the box there. If you're a backer, you may have noticed a little Easter egg in the update that went out today. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but it is excellent. And what can I tell you about Thunderstone Quest? Did that win an Origins Award? Sure, we'll say it won an Origins Award.
No.
It didn't win an Origins Award. But it is on almost everybody's top 10 deck building games of all time list. So if you like deck builders and you like dungeon diving, this is just a great game for you. And there's so much cool about it that I'm going to talk for too long. But my personal favorite thing is the way that the setups change and completely changes your strategies when you play. But you don't have to learn any new rules. You just get the cards in there. It's really cool. Tons of play value in that massive box behind Ryan. If you've never played before, you can pick up that massive box behind Ryan. And if you have played before, pick up the 2 new quests featuring sort of a gothic dark world, and then Miracell coming back with her nasty army to try to take over Thunderstone Keep itself. Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. And we added some new pledge levels. If you haven't checked it in a while, go check that out and see if the game is more interesting for you that way.
All right. Thunderstone Quest on Kickstarter.
Ends on Friday. So get in now before the getting is gone.
Yep.
Right.
Not the sentence.
Alrighty, to start this fresh run through the deck, we have a glass. My streak is broken. Glass was not the resource I chose for my own builder's choice.
But it was the one I chose.
Oh, that makes it all better then.
Oh, this is supposed to be on monument, isn't it?
Theodore wants to know if there's a way to play point salad solo. There isn't a way to play it solo, unfortunately. I don't know. That'd be a hard game to do.
Stone is next up after glass.
I think you could play point salad solo. You just have to have a rule about how you take cards off the tableau that you don't get.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think if you go to the solo player board games, I have seen people posting rules for that. Check them out.
Oh, okay, great.
And after that, Stone is builder's choice.
Less than a wheat.
Point salad.
The nice thing about doing the exact same strategy 2 days in a row is I can see if I got better. Maybe that'll be the nice thing about it. It might just be worse.
Yeah, it's a factory.
Right, that builder's choice is a stone.
So I have to ask the same question as I always do. Pete, how many factories?
Just one today. I think one is all I need. Gets you the 1 point for Archive of the Second Age. And there's not really a super lousy resource today. Though if a bunch of stone comes up, like it already has, I might be in trouble. We'll see.
Okay. Josh?
It's just one. I mean, one of the big things about the base game setup, which is what we're playing with, there are no difficult resources really. Wheat gets a little difficult, so I think you build one factory with wheat in it.
Ooh,
okay. Look, Ryan, how many factories?
No factories for me yet. I'm going to wait until later on and see what I think I won't need much of going forward. That's
famous last words.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to put a factory at the end of the game. That's true.
I'll get there.
I know.
Yeah.
Won't know what to put in it.
One factory, wood in the factory.
Nice. All right, after that, stone is a wood. There you go, Ryan.
There we go.
Yep.
Perfecto. That will be chapel number 2.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I should have built that back.
Okay, following wood is, of course, builder's choice.
Find another wheat.
Same here. Yeah, that's one thing I love to do is And really, I think it was Josh who first discovered this strategy early on in development. When you put a resource in your factory, if Builder's Choice comes up and you happen to actually need that resource, it's pretty good to call it consistently, because then, you get the thing you need, and then whenever that resource shows up, it's a surprise. It's a surprise wild.
Yeah.
Yep. And after that, Builder's Choice is a brick.
Do we have a Filipino edition of Point Salad?
I don't think so.
I didn't know that. I won't be surprised because our licensing team is doing an amazing job, and every day is bringing new licenses and languages to our games.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we made some changes to our licensing department. Was that a year ago or 2 years ago? Maybe 2 years ago.
Yeah,
a year ago.
Basically
And
started
in that time, yeah, and I think that the crazy thing is, I would say Cat Lady was in 3, maybe 4 languages at that time. In just the past year, though, now I'm up to like 10, 12 languages for Cat Lady. It's crazy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. After that, brick is a glass.
Yeah, we decided to make that a point of emphasis and brought in a really good guy to help us with that in Europe. And Manolis, who's the guy we hired, and Nicholas, who is our director of projects. Those 2 guys have just crushed it this year on licensing.
Yeah.
So making it easier to play our games in lots of different places and lots of different languages.
Yeah. Thank you, Nico Manolis. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Maybe one of these days we'll get them on the stream. Like if we did like a 6 a.m. stream, we'd probably get them to play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're both in Greece,
so
it's a little tough.
Yep. All right. After that, glass is a Builder's Choice.
Very nice.
So that's why we especially like when you can make it, Lubin. We know that it's 4 a.m. whenever you are in the Philippines, and we really appreciate that you come here and play with us.
Theodore says, besides Tiny Towns, what are your next recommendations for solo games from AEG? This could be answered by the viewers as well as the streamers.
I would if you have it, I would recommend trying the Voiceless Guild solo mode for Edge of Darkness, which it does a really good job of simulating a full Edge of Darkness game. It's really cool.
And when Dead Reckoning comes out, you want to try the Dead Reckoning solo. That's amazing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can even play the campaign through with Dead Reckoning with the solo.
And after that, Builder's Choice is a wood.
Yeah, you can also play the space base alone using the rules that we have, but join us on Friday and you can join the game of Space Base. Also, Amy's asking, is this Cat Lady week? No, next week is gonna be Cat Lady week. We're gonna play Cat Lady.
We had to delay it by a week, but
I'm too slow.
But speaking of Cat Lady, the expansion puts a solo mode in it. I'm very happy with how that went in there, and I know I created one for Santa Monica, and I think every single game I design, if it could be made solo, I'm gonna prioritize, make sure that, or I'm gonna make sure that there's a solo version in the box.
That's a good
that.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think that it's a
now a thing.
It is now a thing, and
after that, wood is a stone.
So this is gonna be Cat Week, sort of, because this week we're celebrating that we're doing with that Calico is outside on your friendly local game store. So we're gonna have a couple of giveaways of just Calico, probably with some questions on the chat. And then on October the 15th, we're gonna have our first game of Cat Lady, and grab your copy, get it now, and play with us on Thursday.
It's unfair that we're now making
Builder's Choices after that, stone.
It's a little unfair that now we're making a cat game with Beth Sobel's art as opposed to my art. I can't be Beth Sobel, so it's kind of mean of my company to do that to me.
Gosh, they're different kinds.
Mm-hmm.
Every cat's beautiful.
Your art is like whimsical, and that's a fun style.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just teasing, guys.
All right. After that, Builder's Choice is a brick. And then following brick is a wood. Ooh, that wood is a bit rough.
So yeah, the question of today, we're gonna make it a little bit different. We're gonna try to use Facebook question system to avoid lag, because that goes in a different way to each viewer. We're gonna put the question on the stream, and the moment you answer, we're gonna get it on the system. The first person to answer the question correctly is gonna win the prize. So you will need to type to win this one.
Exciting.
Hey, what was the last call?
It was wood.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, gross.
Oh boy, this is tricky.
Gross.
Okay, after that wood is builder's choice to end that run through the deck. It's got to be a glass for me.
What did you call after the wood, Pete?
Builder's choice.
And before the wood, then?
Before the wood was brick.
All right, I have my 4 cottages built.
Yeah, I've got 0 cottages, and I'm getting a little scared.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
right there.
Okay, so it's time to talk about Calico. Calico is an amazing... Let me change my screen. No. Ah. Technical issues, folks. Give me 1 second. So Calico is this amazing puzzle game designed by the Flow team. You're building a quilt, and you're trying to score points by either connecting hexes of the same color, or attracting cats to your quilt, or completing one of the original objectives for point scoring that you get. Every player gets different objectives. They will select some of them, place them on the board, and they will try to build a strategy around it. It looks pretty cute, but the game is really hard when you already know how to play it. It's a quite interesting puzzle that it's just easy to play, and it's very difficult to figure out. I love the art from the game. You get a bunch of kittens that give you different point scoring and different strategies, and you can check our stream on Friday where we teach how to play it, and you can go right now to your store and get it. And if you cannot find it on your store, just go to our Alderac store website and you can buy a copy of Calico. And that's it. And the question that you have to answer to win a copy of Calico is gonna show right now on your screen.
Ooh, high tech.
Let's see what the question is.
What is the average land speed of a swallow?
42.
Easy. 53 miles per hour.
African or European?
All right, it's already out. Let's see who answers it first. And while they do it, Pete, let's continue.
Alrighty, our next call is a wood, which is a lot of wood. A lot of wood, everybody. I'm just gonna make a 3rd theater. I don't really know what else to do at this point. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna get to make a chapel or like any cottages. This is a bit wild. After that wood is a wheat.
And we have a winner. The winner is Andy Vett, who says Kevin
All right,
Ross.
congrats.
The question was, name the designer of Calico to win a copy of Calico. Awesome. So congratulations, cool. Andy. You just got the special prize for the day.
Very cool.
Yeah.
You say
Alrighty,
wood,
the
then
next
wheat, right?
resource, Builder's Choice is up next.
All right, just pull cottage cards for the rest of the time, please.
So the production team
nice.
in Guatemala is asking you, Josh, if you're gonna build crossover promotional cards for Cat Lady with Calico.
Probably not.
Probably not, but I would like to talk to them about that. That'd be great.
Yeah. After that, Builder's Choice is a wheat, which is great news.
Yes, that is
some weird definitions of great.
Wow.
This is where all went sideways last
glass.
week for me. Everything was good, and then this started to happen.
Next one is glass, you said?
Yep. And then we have a builder's choice.
There we go. That was a giant ripcord.
Cottage number 1. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Okay. Following that builder's choice is a brick, which is good. I need like exactly 1 stone and then no more stone ever again.
I got the archive of the Second Age built. That doesn't suck.
After brick, it's 1 stone, and no stone was ever called ever again.
That was the final stone.
Yep. Now after that stone is builder's choice. I've been choosing glass for a while here now. I don't know why. I feel like I guess I called glass once. Oh no, twice in the last run through the deck. I don't know.
Because you need to build
Just
more factories.
I'm trying to make I'm not building more factories. That ship has sailed. But I was trying to make a chapel that gobbled up a couple.
So the chat answered it. 64% are just going to build 1 factory today, and 29% are going to build 2 factories. 7% went with 3, and nobody went with 4.
You didn't put 0 as an option.
That's true.
That's true. It's because you can only have 4 options when I create a pool.
All right, after that, builder's choice is unfortunately another stone,
Wow.
which
Oh,
it's not very good.
That was good.
not good.
All right, after that stone is a wheat, which is great. And then, of course, we have... Ooh, am I about to be in a bad situation? I am, but it's too late. After that wheat is builder's choice. Yeah.
It's one of those few times I heard you say "I" while playing.
Yeah, this is not great. I'm going to fix it, though. Maybe. After that, builder's choice is a stone. I'm not going to fix it. I'm definitely not going to fix it.
Oh, that's the worst thing you could have done.
Another stone?
Yeah.
Yep. Oh boy. And then following stone is a brick.
Well, it was not a stone.
At least usable.
All right. So
Wow, that's rough.
chat
And
can...
then finally, builder's choice to end that run through the deck.
That makes sense.
So chat, tell me, did you like using Facebook answering system for the contest? Would you like us to do just the normal way where you type on the chat? Let us know. All right. So now it's time to tell you what we're gonna do on Essen, and we're gonna be on Essen from the 22 to the 25. Is that correct?
Sounds right.
We'll double check. Essen Fair 2020. We're gonna be part of the digital streams. A bunch of different content creators around the world are gonna showcase what we're doing. But for you guys, we're gonna... Essen Digital is gonna be the first time that you will get your hands on copies of Mariposa's German edition. You're gonna chance to get Truffle Shuffle and Calico, but we're gonna have an early access copies for 2 of our new for upcoming games. We're gonna have early copies for Tiny Towns Villagers, and we're gonna have early copies for Cubitos. And during these weeks, we're gonna tell you how you will be able to get those copies. But if you want to be one of the first persons in the world to get access to those games, you can get them through Essen Digital. They will have a normal release after that, so it's just if you want to be one of the first, and then you can go to your store and get it from there. Is that right, Ryan? Did I miss something else? Okay.
No, it's going to be it's going to be very cool to see Cubitos in the hands of the public.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Alrighty, and the first resource on the fresh run through the deck is a glass.
Good.
Is good so far. I need wheat or else. And then we have another glass, which
I'm
Makes
out.
a pretty sad town for me. Yep.
Yep.
Ooh, that is rough.
That's a bad town.
2-point chapel. Should have built more cottages. Oh man, I was gonna have 3 theaters for 5 points too. After that glass is a builder's choice.
It was double glass? Glass, builder's
Double
choice?
glass.
Ugh.
Back to
Pete!
back glass. Yep.
Ufa.
Pretty terrible.
It's pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Whatever you draw next isn't going to matter for me, so I'm out.
Okay, stone is next. Wow, it was a
Ouch.
long ways until I got something I needed.
Oh, Pete.
Yeah, I dropped the ball at the end there, didn't I?
Yeah, Pete. My chapels are worth 2 points each. It's.
Yep, same here. Same
really
here.
upset.
I always
You
forget.
you could have called like, a wheat or
Okay.
a brick, but
Yeah, my score is okay. After that, stone is another glass, 3 glass.
wow.
Very sorry to anyone who is still in or who has just been eliminated.
Hey, last call. Remember, like and share on your personal timeline or video, and you can get a chance to win a copy of Point Salad. Point Salad
Right.
is going to be the prize for this week's liking and sharing games.
Exciting.
All right, after that glass is builder's choice. You hanging in there, Josh?
No. Your dumb double glass shenanigans killed me.
Yeah. Luke, are you done as well? Oh, you're doing math. It looks like.
I'm done. Yeah, I'm doing math.
Ryan, you're done as well?
Done.
Okay, Vlad, do you want to mercifully give anyone who survived that onslaught of glass a few more resources?
Sure. I'm going to put everything is going to be glass.
Oh gosh, no, there's no more glass in the deck. No more glass allowed.
So we're going to give
Okay,
them
so-
double wheat, and then it's going to be
Ooh.
followed by stone and brick. And then we're going to have another builder's choice. Then one more brick, one more stone,
Pete, I was just starting to count up my points for archive, even though I built one of everything.
and that's it.
But there was no reason to. The answer is 7.
The answer is 7. Yeah, so I got 14 points for my theaters today, which felt nice, but not very much from anything else. So I've got 34 today. Oh no, that's not right. I've got 31 today. Yep,
Ooh,
31
good score.
points. Josh, how'd you do?
Let's see here. I got 31, 33, 33 minus 4. So I got 29 because Pete just destroyed me. With that
Luke, how about you?
terrible calling.
I got 34.
Wow.
Wow.
Nicely done.
Yeah,
You
16
got some chapels
points,
worth decent points there?
16 points of theaters
Wow.
and 9 points of cottages. That's 25, 30. Yeah. And
Did you
then
make no theater or no factories?
one factory?
One factory. Cool.
Yep.
And Ryan, how about you?
Class, unfortunately.
I have 31.
31. Wow.
31.
That was a really close game. We had a 6-point spread there. That was great. Looking at some scores in the chat. David's got 35. 35 is really good, given my terrible calling. 30 from Allison. Good score. Oh, 36 from Kevin. That's the highest I've seen yet. 34 from Thomas is really good. These are late scores. Maybe everyone else was still going and we were the ones out first. That's impressive.
We're so cocky. If we're done, everybody must be done.
Oh, yeah, of course. Well, is there anything else we want to share with the folks watching at home?
Yes, Crazy Stern, congratulations. You just won a copy of Point Salad. And congrats to Andy Vet, who won the Calico copy. Remember, Calico, it's out now. Play it, check it out. Go buy it at your friendly local game store. Or if you can find it, buy it from us. Share them with a friend that you may think it will like the game. And please continue supporting us.
Awesome. Congrats. Well, thank you everyone for watching today. We'll be back tomorrow at the same time with another game of Tiny Towns.
Woo.
And then Wednesday is Santa Monica. And are we back with more Tiny Towns on Thursday, Vlad?
Yep.
Thursday. Kelly starts next week.
Cool. Alrighty. Until then, we will see you all next time. Stay safe, everyone. See ya.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye,
Thank you for
everybody.
joining. See you
Stay safe.
tomorrow.
Woo! Have a great week.